Hey guys, and welcome back for another day on the Old Guy Farms Challenge. Today we're going to, we've got a new mod we need to pick up, and that is because I have been on the hunt for a seeding tractor, and I have found one back in my archive library, if you will, of mods. Now I haven't used this tractor for quite some time. And in fact, thinking about this tractor, I haven't used it since I played the original Goldcrest Valley. So it's kind of a nice reunion to bring this one into the game. And we'll have to check the weather. I don't know if we'll get around to seeding today in this particular game day or not, but that will be the tractor that we will use to seed our new field in grass once it comes uncovered in snow. So day one, spring, year two. We still have snow on the ground. Let's go ahead and get our chicken eggs here. And I might as well go over here and check our animals. I know we've got some grass in a feeding trough. We also need to check on a bale price of silage. We're just doing this daily just to get a general idea of the price fluctuations. So I noticed in spring the texture here for what the sheep spill on the ground has changed back to grass. In wintertime it was a light tan. It was a hay texture. We still can't tip anything in there yet. I guess their feeding trough is still full. Go ahead and clean that up again. Let's take a look at our information for our sheep. Wrong screen here. So yeah, our sheep are still over full, so we won't be able to clean them up anytime soon. Looks like we are going to be getting a sheep every 7 hours. So that is 3 sheep per day. Is that what I'm getting here? 3 sheep per day. So we should be over 100 sheep by the end of the game day. Hey Isaiah, how you doing? We're back over here on the challenge. And now I gotta figure out where in the heck we left our flatbed. Oh, we left everything down here. I'll tell you, you take a day off or 2 days off from streaming this challenge, and you kind of forget where you were. It's almost where it's really benefits, at least it benefits me to keep doing this challenge daily, just to keep a mental picture of where I am and what I want to do next. I feel that if we took too much time off between streams, we might lose track of what our goals are and what we were planning on doing next, and spend too much time trying to figure out where we need to go. Let's get rid of the forecast there and just kind of admire really the beauty that is winter in seasons, with the snow-covered ground. Something else we want to check on is the sheep price. $4,500. What we're looking for with respect to the sheep price is to identify at what point during the game year are the sheep the most expensive. We've already kind of identified when the sheep are the least expensive. and that is because that is when I want to sell my sheep in year 3. So I want to basically spend year 2 checking sheep prices to know when to basically get rid of the sheep come year 3 and be able to reap the most money for that. Hey DN Gaming, how you doing? Just selling our one bale for the day. We kind of want to see where our bale prices are going, just to see if by happen chance we could come across a better price than we were able to achieve in the winter for possible future information. Man, the clouds are really rolling in here. It's pretty low visibility. I'm hoping that the snow here will clear off for too long, but with 36-degree air temperature and 34-degree ground temperature, I'm not sure. We might be snow covered for the duration of the game day here. I was like, did I miss the ramp? And I did. I missed the road. That's one of the downsides of everything being covered in snow. You kind of can lose perspective as to where you are. Let's go ahead and roll on in here. See what we get for this bale. Oops, daisy go. Alright, 1,038. So the bale prices are not so favorable at this point in time. So it seems like they are trending downward as far as pricing. We're going to drive on up here back to where our Ponzi is. We're going to check to see if we can't maybe run a mission on that one field. I would like for the snow to melt off so that we can get to these stumps. I don't want to take time to remove stumps that I can see just to miss stumps that I can't see, and then have to basically come back and do it all over again. So there's currently no mission available. That may be because it's covered in snow. It may simply be because it's so early spring. There's nothing, the game considers there's nothing to do. So did I already cut this tree? I cut some of these little ones. So we're cutting these little ones by hand because at one point in time I cut a tree this size with the Scorpion King and it just went away completely. Personally, I do like the snow. I live in an area of the country that gets a little bit of snow. We don't get an excessive amount typically, but when we do get snow, it's kind of fun to deal with. You know, the not so fun parts of snow would be you know, clearing the driveway out and everything, but overall it's fun. You know, I've got kids, so I've got a 3-year-old, and that makes the snow even more fun, is to basically experience the winter through him and see his excitement at the weather. Alright, we definitely have we've definitely pre-cut these little trees now. So when we run across these little trees with our Scorpion King, we can just knock them over. Hi Daniel, how you doing? Oh, I thought I cut you already. Now we are streaming a bit earlier today. I've taken the day off from work in order to take my oldest kid to summer camp, and she doesn't need to go for a couple hours, so I figured I'd just go ahead and jump on in and get a stream done. Thought I had already cut him. Yeah, see how that one disappeared on me? That's why I want to so I want to cut these little ones with the chainsaw. They might not bring much money, but they bring more money than no money. How you doing, Mr. Awesome? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever anyone is located. toothpick. That's another mod I wanted to activate, but I forgot. I want to activate Courseplay because I want to use it to basically tell me how much seed I need when we go to seed that field over there. So we probably won't seed this stream, even if our grass or our snow melts off. So I do want to have that mod activated. Why don't I plow the roads? Basically because that will waste time and won't earn me any money. This challenge, if you're not familiar, is all about earning money, and who at the end of 3 years has the most money. So things that don't earn money, like plowing fields or plowing roads, things like that, it's not something that I'm interested in at this point for this challenge. Now there may be other times on other series that we play, where we're simply just trying to kill time and do something. And in that respect, then plowing the fields or the roads will be, or not the road plowing, but yeah, clearing the roads of snow would be something that would be, you know, somewhat entertaining to do. Once we've clear cut this area, we're going to have to decide where we move off to. Oh, we already cut that one. We cut this one too? We did. Now we'll just have to see if we knock this one over. No, we didn't cut that one. Drive over these logs. There's a couple big trees over here we'll just go ahead and take out. I'll slow him down. I didn't tab into the trains to slow him down, so I saw him coming, so I thought I would just jump in there and alright, come on. Let's cut. Oh, there's our snow is gone. I don't know why I can't get this one cut, but we'll cut her by hand. What map has he got 2 million on? How you doing, Urex? Welcome to the stream. Tell you what, since we are of since the snow is now gone, we need to fertilize that big field down there. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get our hired helper down there to fertilize that field. Probably need to go back to the shop and buy some more fertilizer. Tell you, I'm really eager to buy up that New Holland S series. That was a really favorite tractor of mine when we played Goldcrest Valley the first time, and I haven't used it since, so I'm kind of eager to get back on it. You can also get the stump grinding. Doing? Are we even fertilizing this field? Right, you are completely... Alright, stop. Stop here. Let's hit this. I don't think we're doing anything. It doesn't look like it's doing a darn thing. Alright, well... that was a waste. We'll just leave you down here for now. Hi, Caden. How you doing? There we go. how old am I? Let's see here. 43. There we go. How you doing, Jeremy? Welcome to the stream. Forecast. I'll tell you that the temperature for tomorrow has got me a little worried with respect to going ahead and putting grass seed in the ground. So I think we're just going to wait until tomorrow and see what our ground temperature is. Train coming. Let's get across the tracks. Quick, 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 quick. All right. Well, welcome to the channel, Jeremy. Yeah, the snow melted away about 10 minutes ago, or the equivalent of about 2 game hours. We don't want to get our tree in front of our train. That would be very bad news. I watch Country Girl from time to time. I don't have a lot of time that I can watch her stream, but I have watched I've watched her for a bit. I really enjoy her Battlefield streams. They're a hoot. See, the trees don't want to cut today for me. D Gaming, do I like her voice? It's, you know, it's a voice. It's not necessarily anything I'd say I like or dislike. It's just I like her commentary more than anything else. We're going to cut down these few trees here and then jump over to stump grinding. As I said, I wanted to clear some stumps away before we got into our mowing. We're not going to be mowing anytime soon, but still, we don't want to wind up with like 300 stumps to grind. We got the tree somehow morphed in the fence. So when you take a bunch of trees out of an area, it really makes it look a lot different than before. So we're having a heck of a time with these trees today. So we're going to let's worry about stump grinding now. I gotta figure out where I put the stump grinder. Can't remember where I left it. Where are you at? Ah, you're way over there. Okay. cleared this big area here off to the left of trees and stumps the other day, and like I said, one time I was thinking about putting a bunch of greenhouses along this side, but now I have decided that we're going to double up our greenhouse production by putting another row behind here. We're going to clear out all of the stumps here and clear the stumps out across the street. Alright, have yourself a good stream, Jeremy. We're not going to grind every tree that we cut, but we are going to grind stumps where it's going to benefit us by either exposing the grass underneath it to cut later, or in this case, allowing us to put our greenhouses down. Forecast up anymore. So those of you in chat, do you all play Farm Sim? And if so, what platform do you all play on? Yeah, I was really excited when I found out that this tractor would work with the stump grinder. Worried that stump I'd have to grind it for twice as long, but that was good. Alright, it's going to get dark here soon. didn't take those stumps out. I thought we already cleared those stumps. I thought we cleared these, but we must have only cleared the ones across the street. Let's check something here. So grass, and we need to show good, harvested, good. I'm hoping the field beside us here will be ready to cut by late spring. Took the trees out here because we're just going to, when we do mow this field, we're just going to mow this part of the grass also, and basically take as full advantage of the grass that we have available to us. One more stump in this general vicinity. Let's go over here. I don't think we've got any stumps over here, but we'll just go ahead and check. Okay, we don't, so we'll just go ahead and run across this field. Well, let's see here. Can we do a mission now? Let's check. We've got our eyes on this particular field. We can do a mission. Because that message said no space for mission vehicles. So let's move him over here. Let's move our truck over here out of the way. Robert, were you the one that was asking me about that the grass bug the other day? Let's see here. Holy cow. Alright, we'll do it. Let's just make sure that we have not run a mission. I'm pretty confident we have not run a mission this game day. Field job income 0. We're gonna... Oh, we got another mission. Well, that one's not as profitable. Let's see here. Well, we might as well just take that one. Ah, we're in the big old T8. Okay, someone was asking me if I was worried about the some auto fast forward grass bug. I'd never heard anything about, but apparently if you they said it related to 9-day missions, so I don't know if it, or 9-day seasons, I don't know if it translates to 6-day seasons also, but they were saying that if you fast forward time at night, it can have an adverse effect on grass growth, basically causing grass to grow much slower. I had mentioned that I hadn't seen that issue, nor had I heard that issue from anybody else, but it was definitely something of interest. We're just gonna do 2 passes on this end of the field. And then set up to go north-south. And get the planting. I don't know. They just said that, aren't you worried about fast forwarding through the night due to the grass bug? And I was like, well, I've never heard about the grass bug. So they kind of explained what the grass bug was. And so I said I didn't see that issue in the first year. So I'm kind of hoping that it won't crop up in the second year, given that our whole strategy revolves around grass. Now, when did you plant your grass? Did you plant your grass, or are you talking about the map grass? I really wish there was a mod that allows you to level ground, kind of like the roller mod that lets you put gravel and concrete and other textures down. If there was a mod that would allow you to roll over the hills and level them out a little bit. There's some pretty bit nasty bumps right here on this side of the field that I'd like to be able to level out. And there's some nasty little bumps over there I'd like to level out. That's day 4 spring before. Oh wow, you had a really cold winter then. Our ground was thawed basically at midnight of spring, it seemed like. a serious damper on your ability to get anything done in spring. Alright, we'll just let this thing run for a little bit. So the plan is to run missions on this field until it's as cheap as it's going to get, and also run missions on field 20, the big field over there, until it gets as cheap as it's going to get. Simply because I want to basically own that whole area of the map, all around the farm. I don't think I'm going to bother with fields 19 and 16. They may be too small to bother with. Then again, maybe not. We'll see. Because mostly what I want to do is I want to have enough ground that we can basically work from field to field, mowing and baling, non-stop. And by the time we mow and bale the last field, the first field that we baled is back to full growth, so we can just make a big loop and just keep going. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, TN Gaming. This is Caden said bye. Would he say that? I saw that earlier and I really wasn't sure what he was trying to get at, so I kind of just ignored it. And he seems to have either left or just not pressed the issue anymore. But yeah, further language to that effect would not have been appreciated, that's for sure. We gotta slow that train down, that's for sure. He's gonna flip. It's just the little 320 horsepower version of the T8. Another wonderful sunset here on Goldcrest Valley, Old Man Farms edition. As we are kind of auto planting our wheat here. Not our wheat, but this guy's wheat. Little does he know, we are going to steal this field out from under him. We'll probably run the harvest mission and harvest the wheat for him, and then we'll buy it once we get the harvest off of it. One strategy I thought about having was to work a field like this I don't think we got a plow mission on this field, but basically to sow a field and basically run all of the subsequent fertilization missions, to where you've got a field that you don't own that's fully fertilized and planted, and then when it comes time to harvest, to buy the field, lease the harvester, harvest the crop, and in this respect get the grain and the straw off the field and sell it, to kind of bring back some of the money that you spent on the harvest. That's right, Trucker Brad, this is not grass. If you notice, we're planting this for some other guy, for some other poor sap. It's also a tractor that's a little bit more than 250 horsepower. I pretty much don't play anything other than this. I've played, many years ago, I played I don't think I played Call of Duty, it was something else. But that was probably at least 10 years ago. Yeah, we, the snow melted off the fields, and I was grinding some stumps, and I decided, what the heck, let's check to see if we've got a mission. And we were able to do a mission, so I thought we'd just go ahead and plant some wheat for this guy, because I've got aspirations to buy this field at some point. And I don't know if you heard a strategy that I was thinking about with respect to a field, quite possibly like this one, would be to run the plant missions and run the subsequent fertilize missions, and then basically wait until the field's ready to harvest, buy the field and harvest with a leased harvester, and then sell the crop, and sell the wheat, or sell the straw, and you'd get pretty good yield off of it because you've already fertilized it through the missions. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, because I don't have a harvester, and it would require me obviously to buy a harvester. Or lease a harvester. It would require me to lease a tipper, because I don't have a tipper. And I don't know if the yield would be such that it would even be worth it. We're going to grind a few more stumps here, and then we're going to take some logs to the sawmill. We can't let an entire day go by without making some amount of money. Alright. Let's get over here and get some logs. how this log got to be. We drove over it and pushed it into the road. We never trimmed these. So, Trucker Brad, are you still in autumn, or have you moved into winter? This probably won't be that big of a money-making trip, but we did clear off all this area. We will clear this whole area of stumps, and we'll basically have gained access to a fair bit of grass. Should go ahead and clean up this load. I guess we'll go ahead and take this on over. Glad to see our suspension and trailer have ample suspension range movement. When I was playing Goldcrest Valley the first time, there's I thought there might be some Easter egg or some hidden bonus if you cut down all the dead trees on the map. There are, you know, scattered around some random trees that are completely dead, and I was wondering, you know, is there something happen if you manage to clear all the dead trees off the map? And I was thinking about Rubber Burner's strategy, and maybe we'll find out when he clear cuts the map. Alright, I'll catch you later, DN. I saw one of those dead trees over here by the bridge, and that made me think about that. A lot of traffic this evening on these roads. Little stick that we left. Start auto load, yes. Oh, that's not a stick, that's a sign. There is a stick over here, though. Must have fallen off. Throw it up there on the trailer. Oh well. That'll get it. Let's not get stuck on these hills. Now, unlike the stumps across the street, we're not going to bother with clearing these stumps because this ground is too rough to mow. We just cleared these trees because it was convenient. We got the train, no train. Let's reload the trailer. Of course, that one stick on there he goes. I'm going to say that one log on the very top is going to be the last one to leave the trailer. Well, they could have loaded in there a little nicer. Let's redo this. It does take us about 40 minutes to drive to the sawmill. So if we can save a trip, that'll save us a little bit of effort. Well, I guess we'll have to come back and get these. Next year we'll be able to cut these in 10-meter lengths. They'll make a little better use of the trailer. See, there's one of those dead trees that I thought. You see that one dead tree there? I thought it might be like a hidden challenge to cut all the dead trees off the map. Kind of like the gold nugget hunt, but to hunt down dead trees and cut them out. So I don't intend to work past midnight. We're going to take this load of logs up here to the sawmill. We're going to bring the truck back, and then we'll run over to our Massey, bring it back to the main farm. We need to clean up our sheep now that we are back into spring. Our sheep are now productive, so we want to keep them as productive as possible. So we need to clean our sheep area. Oh no, we're unloading on the wrong side. There we go. Made a little more money. Our sheep have made one full pallet. I just saw that up in glance. Excellent. We're going to get 1 pallet a day out of our sheep. That would be outstanding to have 6 pallets of wool in spring. Now they also produce wool in summer, but it's at a greatly reduced rate. But the chance of having 6 full pallets of wool by the end of spring is outstanding. All right, let's see where's our tractor. He's over here. Oh no. Oh no. We'll have to deal with that tomorrow. Hi Alex, how you doing? We're actually getting ready to close out the stream, but welcome to the stream at any rate. We've got just a few minutes to run up here and grab our bucket and clean our sheep before midnight. You can see our snow is where we piled it up, where we cleared the feeding area. You messy sheep. Did you just see I clean this up? Alright. Turn our lights off. Look at that. We've got one full pallet of wool already. Outstanding. So let's go ahead and take a look at our finances real quick. We didn't do a lot of wood cutting today. We only made $50,000 in wood, but our greenhouses are fully productive. We had to refuel our truck this morning. I remember doing that in the last stream. So let's Alt N. Well, first let's save, just in the event that tragedy happens. Alright, save. Let's Alt N. And it's now spring, day 2. Let's take a gander here. Greenhouses were down a little bit. I don't know what was this anomaly, why they were 18,000 that day. Animal upkeep is going up because our animals are going up. Our vehicle running cost is down. That's good. Property maintenance is up a little bit. Sold bales, so you can see our bales that we sold yesterday for the same price as the previous day. Alright. So we're going to save again here. Then we're going to quit out of the game. Thank you guys for watching. We'll probably do another stream or two this afternoon. I'll just have to see on timing. But thank you guys for watching. And until next time, happy farming.